Hello, my name is Andreas Volz and I will show you in this tutorial how to get a working Linux developer space for Stargus, how to debug the source code, the importer and the Lua source code. So at first we need to download the Eclipse platform for Linux, Eclipse download. And you should use the Eclipse package downloader. This one for C++. It's this one for Linux. And I've done this. So here then press download. And I've done this yet in the background and downloaded it. And yeah, to this place. And uncompressed it here. And I suggest to do it in bin somewhere and to make a link to this directory. So now you see I could now start it, and at first you have to choose a workspace, and here in this case I choose source and create a directory called we will put all under Stargus to get the now we make it under Stratagus because maybe later I'll place Wargas there. So then I choose this directory, press launch, and we have here an empty workspace. And now as next we download the source code. Oh, no, this not. We download the source code for Stratagus from GitHub. So let's go GitHub. I don't use my own user here to show you how to do it without a developer account. Stratagus. So it's the official one from Wargos Stratagus from Tim. And now we use the HTTPS one. Copy the link. Go to this place. It's empty. Git clone. Put in this link and clone a new Stratagus one. So in parallel, we could go to the Stratagus wiki page and to go building on Linux. It may be that the results are a little different because my developer system has some of these packages yet installed, and I think if you have some packages not installed, you might use to check out the sub project, the GitHub sub projects here from the third party. Mostly I don't use them, so at this point the installation may be a little different. So you see it's checked out. I go to the Stratagus directory and I make as first cmake lists, but we make dev on and debug build because we are building up a developer space. Also, really? I'll try it. Ah, it seems this was the trick. So I did not remember it because you only have to do it once after you check it out. So maybe this is a bug in the CMake system, or I don't know. Not in the CMake system, in the CMake configuration from Stratagus, or you have to use the one from the third party delivered ones. I don't know it. I have to check it. So then let's build. And while this happens, I will in a second window check out Stratagus. So we go to Stargus, and no, not in here, Vorgas, Stargus. And you see here the latest one from my branch has been imported, so I will also show you this one. So no, sorry, this one, Stargus in all GitHub. Where is it? It's not listed, but then it's under Insights, Forks, this one. I'm developing this one, and lately, yeah, I use it to experiment with a lot of new features, but the latest one is working, and at the moment of this video, integrated in the mainline. So we will also grab this one here. Still compiling. Okay, so also this one is compiled. It's written here. Is it also on this main page? Yeah, it's also on this main page of the Stargus, of the official one. So, did it work meanwhile? No, not yet. So we'll wait another second. While this is compiling, we switch to the Eclipse window. We could close this welcome screen, and we make a new. So I will not. I compiled Stratagus here, but I will show you also how to create both projects in Eclipse in parallel. So you could then also compile in Eclipse. So we say here new C++ project, and then empty or existing CMake project, CMake for Stratagus. Then we say here Stratagus. Yes. Finish. So it worked. So you see here, you have all the Stratagus source in Eclipse now. Meanwhile, it has also built. And yes, so we will then also import here new C++ project, and then we use the empty or existing Meson project. And we choose here Stargus. Finish. And you see here, now Stargus is in. So, okay, now we need, I don't know why it did not work before. So now we have here both folders, and we have Stratagus bin. There we put it in /home, as we wrote it before, staging, source, Stratagus, Stratagus, game headers, and under Stratagus bin exactly this one, Stratagus dbg, apply, save, build, it's on debug, build all, wonderful, seems to work. This is red, but found, perfect. So so as next, I will check so we need the Starcraft data to import it into Stargus. So I have done this, yes. So here I have a Starcraft CD ISO, which I bought. But you have to buy the Starcraft, the normal star. Here in this case, Broad War I will not show. It's the normal Starcraft, and you have to buy it somewhere on CD, or you could buy it at Good Old Games, for example. So now I just mount it locally. Starcraft CD -o loop. So now it's possible to find here. So, and now I hope that it works to import it. So I run here the debug configuration, and we need an application called Stargus. We use here the Stargus application, search project, and it's this one. Okay, no arguments, should work. So, and I press no, I will not debug it. I will, in this case, run configuration. I will run it. So now it starts. This missing data is corrupted and outdated. This is okay. And then we go to this folder, Starcraft ISO, choose it, and choose the install exe just. So, and in this case, he says this error message, but you could ignore it. It's not relevant for Inno extract. Okay. And then it needs some time. And all these errors here could be ignored because they search just several ways for this image magic, and then it finds it. So, and this needs, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, depends on your PC time. So you see what happens here. Here the portraits are exported. That was faster than expected. And here sounds. So what else? So these are all the sounds. So it was successful. Window automatically opens if everything has gone great, and Stargus opens for the first time successfully. So with the new user interface that we made, you see you could play single player. Multiplayer does not work for sure yet. We have some options, info, credit, and I will show you now how to start a single player game. So single player, you could choose one of the campaigns. They are basically working, or a skirmish level. And this we will do now. We choose the terrains, select scenario. Yeah, let's choose one by random, not civilization. Okay, start game, and so you see here we have 3 SVPs. They are at the moment. You see here they behave not so well. There is a little problem, but it works. Yeah, so you could build something. Build here a by default one, the other one, battery. It works. Oh, there's a problem. There is no, there's the dark field. No, then that's still the bug there. Yes. See, there are still a lot of problems, but something works. Building up, the colors are working, the portraits are working, portraits of the main buildings are working. Wonderful. So now we build 2 soldiers, a marine. So we have a marine, and he has the same strange movement, but this will be fixed very soon, and this is not the problem of this. Yeah, what we show here. So, okay, at first it's working. We end the mission, exit the program. Wonderful. So this has worked. What is the next? So next is to show how to debug Stargus itself for the star tool, the importer tool. So we will first here create a star tool as tool. It's so Stargus, a new tool. Project Stargus application star tool. Okay, and for sure arguments could be added. We will ignore this first. Cancel. This is a star tool, and this one I forgot to name. This is Stargus apply. So star tool without arguments for now, and we go then here and we debug star tool. So it should work. Yeah, remember the decision switch, and we will start star tool and wait at the first line. So you see here, this is star tool CPP, and yeah, now you could switch through the code in the importer and search problems or find out what is not working or continue the development. Yeah, it's out of the box working, the debugger and everything from Eclipse. So what this is one thing we could do in Eclipse. Next thing is we could debug Stargus itself as form of Stratagus. So we will add here also Stratagus as build, and we will create a new application in Project Stargus, and no, in Stratagus, and we will add, why does it not work? Stratagus project, no, browse, because it's not built with this source Stratagus build it's Stratagus debug. Okay, and it's Stratagus apply debug. See if it works. Proceed, exit. Okay, proceed. Yeah, and it will wait in the first line of Stratagus. So it basically works. Now we will add the parameters. And if I remember correct, let me check in the other source bin. I have to check for the path. It's -d and then the path to Stargus. So okay, it's configuration, and we use then Stratagus and use the parameter -d. It's in local, so the default path, if you did not specify something, is in .local share Stratagus, and here is it imported. So we will use this path then slash home staging .local share Stratagus data Stargus. This is the default path. Apply debug, and then we resume, and you see here start, and now you do not debug the importer but the application itself. So we could then press the pauser, and you see it pauses the Stratagus project. Yeah, and we could now debug. We are here in the main loop somewhere. But for sure, if you get a crash, for example, you get the stack trace from the game itself and not from the importer. Yeah, this is one important thing that we could do in Eclipse. So then just, okay, we resume and continue. So next thing important for developer workflow is, let's assume we, a lot of logic is not in Stratagus itself, but in Lua, yeah, and therefore we could just, run a tool called editor ZeroBrain Studio. If I remember correct, it's available in Linux, in Ubuntu, or in Linux Mint itself. Otherwise, you have to download it. And the default configuration from Stargus should be enabled for it. So we open here just the project directory. If I remember correct, home staging source Stratagus Stargus. So, and then scripts. So then we open this, okay, and now start debugger server. So, and now if I start Stargus, let's check Stargus. Yeah, okay, then I see blinking of ZeroBrain, and you say here you must first program, save file, no, okay, failed to load the game data, no, project start, no, start debugging, not, stop debugging, no. Again, Stargus. And then start or continue. Okay. And then it starts. Yeah. So now both windows are connected, and now we could create here, press the pause, play. This, debugging, continue. Yeah. So what could we do? I don't know. Yeah, here suspended, for example, you see, and I could now continue, and it works again. So you see here, if I press cancel, now it works. If I suspend the process, I press here. Okay, exit was a bad. Okay. Okay. Okay, try again. Okay. Stop. Run. Continue. No. So let's do an example. What could we do? What to see directly? Field layer. And now I press here pause, and you see here, if I press this, it stops. Yeah, because it could not reach this point. And if I press now continue, it enters the menu. So, and yeah, good example. What could I change? Stargas. Yeah, let's for example show this. And so we show here an example how to debug the Lua part in the credit screen. Credit screen in this function run show credits menu. We set a breakpoint here in the first line, and when we show credits, then you jump to this point, and now could here access this. Could jump in the code, step over, next, and then access here this positions. For sure, also change variables while in Lua, and then see the direct influence on the game itself. Yeah, so this is just an example here running this menu. Yeah, okay. He disclaims that you could ignore this. And in the moment when we run the game again, so we remove this breakpoint and run it again, and then it just continues